Being masked, mainstream news articles where they said they're getting ready for all of this. It just goes on and on and on. Continuing, Shepard, with other points that need to be made here.
Well, another thing that's noted is, just the sheer size of the operation. There's several of these sections that were visible to me over the last 30 days. I know they've already covered up multiple sections, and they've already put the earth over it, and it looks just like nothing's there. There was about 3 of these sections exposed. I would estimate that the sections are like something around like 800 or 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet, just packed in there. The way they were excavated is just perfect cut down a straight wall. I mean, everything's just to a T. It's obviously...
Now, that's not how they build National Cemetery graves. They're single coffins or crypts, and they have space in between the little white crosses. I mean, this is just unbelievable. And going back to Jason Douglas, Jason, again, you talked to the director of it. You said it sounded like it was all prepared.
He just didn't seem like it was out of ordinary that I was asking these questions at all. It definitely seemed like a prepared statement.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And, obviously they're gearing up for something. We know what the New World Order is up to. And, thanks to shows like the Alex Jones show, everything's starting to get exposed. And hopefully these criminals won't be able to continue with their plan.
Now, we're looking at some video here. I knew this video was coming in. This is trucks delivering coffins, or is this Shepard's video? What is this we're putting on screen right now? Okay, Rob, dude, just send it to us. Yeah, this is, this is the, is this the video you sent us? I know you were sent.
That's probably my video, Alex. That's the first footage I had. We were just driving around through there.
No, it's good. This is very, No, this is great footage. Don't apologize for anything. You're doing a great job. No, we now see the mass graves side by side, the containers. This is just incredible. Please continue with any other points. They had, I seen numbers spray painted on these things up to like 800. Obviously there's over 1,000. Like I said, I wanted to let you know something. When I went to, I'm highly aware of the New World Order. I listen to your show every day. You're a big inspiration for me. Being conditioned to all this and then going and actually filming it, I wanted the listeners to know that when I was actually filming it, afterwards, I actually threw up because it was so gut-wrenching to view this and just to know what it is and just to know what they're up to. No, it is disgusting, and I've gotten nauseous before as well to realize. In fact, I got nauseous. I didn't throw up during Bohemian Grove because it was just a play, but that's what religion comes from, is the stylized ritual. And I was, in the crowd like at church, and the preachers are up there on stage. But the old men going, just going around me, this was religious rapture, and it was a horrible vibe. And I know what you're talking about, just to realize, my God, there's things I didn't know about in this world. This world is a lot stranger than people know.
Absolutely, Alex. Yes, that's true. Yeah, and it just really hit me hard, and I decided, I gotta expose this, and I'm working on another story, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I get it more done. But this other thing's even more compelling than this, and I hope to get that to you guys as well.
Oh man, now you've piqued my interest. Can you give us a hint?
Well, let's just say it has to do with United States post offices.
Well, we know those are going to be used as mass inoculation centers. That's been in mainstream news. Is that what it deals with?
Absolutely. And, let me just give you a little hint. Listeners can go around and check this out for themselves. I've been checking out various post offices in the Phoenix metro area. And let me tell you something. I came up with some startling discoveries. The barbed wire fences on these post offices point inward, just like concentration camps.
Well, no, that's what Congress has admitted, is that they'll use existing federal locations, and they'll use Walmart distribution centers as FEMA camps. That's come out in mainstream news.
Yep.
We reported it back when it was secret, and then a few years later it came out, oh, they're prepared for mass inoculations, and this will be a staging area for you. And now they admit, oh, we've got FEMA camps, but it's to take care of you. We love you. And then, I mean, look at this article. Marines embedded at L.A. County Coroner's Office. See, it's always, oh, they're helping at drunk driver checkpoints in Southern California. Oh, there was a mass shooting. The Army was there helping, regular Army. Oh, they're taking over the public schools and making them military academies. Oh, it says the Marines are going to be embedded in groups in the L.A. County Coroner's Office, but just to learn about dead bodies. See, it's just, oh, they're just liaison officers in the police intelligence bureaus. What is it like, Jason, since you've been working here a few months? Because, I mean, you weren't too aware of the work we did here, or I guess you were someone I forget, but the point is it now really living it where you see it every day? I mean, we're not making this up, are we?
No, none of this is made up. It's just crazy to see, because you hear one isolated story, maybe two isolated stories, but when you start seeing the master plan forming together, that's when things really take shape and you realize, you know, this isn't normal. And every time you talk to someone, that's all they want to play off. This is absolutely normal. We do this all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the Army's in Iowa going to do a door-to-door gun confiscation drill. The citizens are happy. We're going to practice locking the town of Arcadia down. And going after guns. I mean, and
business as usual.
The governor of Illinois announced the military is going to do gun sweeps door to door all over the state. It's normal. I mean, you know, oh yeah, you know, the Phoenix newspaper admits the police say we're ready to work with the troops against the American people. You know, that was in the Phoenix Business Journal. It's just hundreds of these reports, and the Army War College says our new mission's fighting the American people. Meanwhile, in the nightly news, it's the troops are going to fight Al Qaeda. The troops will be on the streets to fight Al Qaeda. Or they introduce Obama's takeover as, oh, soup kitchens. Then you read the thing, it says law enforcement. You know, 7 million person army. Jason Douglas, thank you for being with us, and thank you for working on this report. It was great having you here. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
You bet. And I want to thank you for what you're doing, Shepard Ambulus. And we'll talk to you in the near future as this develops. We'll also post the video you just sent us in the article that Kurt Nimmo posted that you wrote, and we're going to add some of the plastic coffin videos and some of the others to it. Anything else you'd like to say in closing?
Not really. You know, just I encourage the listeners to do a little bit of investigating in their local areas, and let's see what we can come up with. And I'd like to give out an email address if I could, so people could also forward tips or information to me on this subject.
All right. Good to hear from you. We'll talk to you in the near future. Be safe.
Okay. Hey, thank you.
You better go with God.
Sir, the Republicans are trying to blame you for the existence of a small air base at Mena, Arkansas. This base was set up by George Bush and Oliver North and the CIA to help the Iran-Contras, and they brought in plane load after plane load of cocaine there for sale in the United States. And then they took the money and bought weapons and took them back to the Contras, all of which was illegal, as you know, under the Rowland Act. But tell me, did they tell you that this had to be in existence because of national security?
Well, let me answer the question. No, they didn't tell me anything about it. They didn't say anything to me about it. The airport in question and all the events in question were the subject of...
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people.
State and federal inquiries. It was primarily a matter for federal jurisdiction. The state really had next to nothing to do with it. The local prosecutor did conduct an investigation based on what was within the jurisdiction of state law. The rest of it was under jurisdiction of the United States attorneys who were appointed successively by previous administrations. We had nothing, zero, to do with it, and everybody who's ever looked into it knows that.
Polk County Prosecutor Charles Blake, the man who initially attempted to investigate the Mena, Arkansas criminal activities, would surely take exception to Mr. Clinton's assertion that, quote, the local prosecutor did conduct an investigation based on what was within the jurisdiction of the state law, end quote. In fact, it was Blake who went directly to then Governor Clinton to seek funding for his investigation, seeing as how rural Polk County lacked the financial resources to deal with the CIA.
When it became apparent that nothing was going to be done on the federal level, that's when I began more actively pursuing it.
Prosecutor Black, a Clinton supporter, met with the governor and handed him a letter requesting money for a state grand jury on MENA.
His response to me was that he would get a man, something to the effect that he would get a man on it and would get word back to me. And I never heard back.
Years later, Clinton said he offered $25,000 to Prosecutor Black's boss to fund a grand jury. But Charles Black and his boss claim they never heard about any offer of money from Governor Clinton.
The Los Angeles Times on April 21st, you said that you told the Associated Press that the American government has created weather tampering techniques so that the New World Order will be able to starve millions of Americans and to control the rest. Would you explain what you were trying to say?